Hey everyone, Black 6 from BZPower back here for another set review. Today we have got 79018, the Lonely Mountain, which is the biggest and final set in the Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies line. The set contains 866 pieces and retails for $130 in the United States. So while at first that definitely seems like it's not the best value from a price per parts ratio, keep in mind that this is the only set that includes Smaug, who is a very specialized creature here, as we'll see with the wings, and is only available in this set, so it definitely is going to add quite a bit to the price. Also, there are 5 minifigs in this set. So you can see here in the bottom left, we've got Fili, Dwalin, Kili, Balin, and Bilbo, and they all have torso prints that are unique to the set, so while the characters are available elsewhere, these particular versions of them are exclusive. Mainly the torso prints, and I don't remember offhand if any of the leg colorings are exclusive to the set. Anyway, looking at the box in its entirety, we see Smaug is front and center. On the right here, we've got part of the interior of the Lonely Mountain with the Arkenstone. There's a little pile of gold there on the bottom right. On the left here, looks like it's supposed to be part of like the forges where the dwarves have their action scene and tried to melt, or I suppose try to cover Smaug in gold, spoiler alert. Yeah, so there's a little bit of everything from that scene in the movie, which of course takes part in the Hobbit, the Desolation of Smaug, not the Battle of the Five Armies. So that's a little odd that we didn't get this set until this point. Probably chalk it up to the movie going from, or the series going from 2 movies to 3, and communication with the designers. Anyway, on the top, you've got images of those minifigs again in actual size. Going over onto the back of the box, up here we've got showcasing the many weapons in this set, quite a few here, and some tools as well. A bunch of action features, looks like the stairs can pop off, moving pieces in the forge, Bilbo can get the Arkenstone. This pile of gold is really hiding some other treasures. It shows that Smaug here is 15 inches wide, 8.5 inches tall, and 18.5 inches long. So, again, that's probably a big part as to the disparity between the number of pieces and the cost of the set. We can see some other action features and some kind of ideas for how you can play with the set along the bottom. Definitely looks like they've tried to pack as much in here as possible, which is a good thing, seeing as how this is a $130 set. Anyway, enough of just looking at the pretty box. Let's see what is inside of it. So we have got, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags of parts, a couple burps, and then the pieces for Smaug in separate poly bags for the most part. I think some of the tail pieces might be in there. Then we've got the instructions packaged in a nice cardboard backed little envelope here. One instruction book, nice and thick and nicely bound. A little bit of wear on the edges here, but I like how nicely bound it is. Maybe that'll make it a little easier to keep open while building. And I like that they include everything in one instruction book. Of course, on the back you can win, advertisement for the Hobbit game and other sets, and a character checklist on the back. With the set, I do now own all of those, part inventory across a bunch of pages, and then your normal instructions. All right. And then we also have a sticker sheet here. Some nice rune designs and other dwarvish designs. Let's see. Looks like this says Erebor, and then TH, so Erebor, probably Thorin, or not Thorin, Thror or Thrain, and this is RER, possibly the designer of the set. That doesn't immediately have any Tolkien connotations to me. So that's pretty cool, but let's take a closer look now at the pieces. Okay, so here are the 6 bags of parts. Before we look at each bag, I'm going to take a quick look at the Smaug pieces. So here is Smaug's body piece. Got a 2x4 opening here, some connection points there. On the sides, he's got a click hinge hole and a socket joint. This fits normal Hero Factory Bionicle CCBS sockets. Nice printing job underneath. Some nice scale patterns. Then we've got his legs. So matching pair, again with some nice printing on the sides there. Only one attachment point. This the click pin goes onto the body that we just looked at. We've got his head, which is 2 parts. That splits apart. It's got a connection point in here for the fire, so you can breathe fire. It's got a pin connection point on the back. That should, there we go, snap in. It's got a very nice printing job on the eyes and teeth, and clicks open into 3 different positions. Alright, then we've got 2 of the tail pieces, custom tail pieces. So this one just has a connection point here, a rod connection point, and just the tail. Then we've got the neck piece here. It does have a couple connection points on either side, and a pinhole there and a pin on the side. We will take a quick look at 2 of the parts from bag 1. So these are not new pieces, unlike the rest of Smaug, but these 2 tail pieces are available in other colors, but in dark red they are exclusive to this set. And finally we've got the wings, so a matching pair of wings here. Like you saw the socket on the body, these have a ball joint like in a CCBS set, so actually this could be a really good candidate for using in Bionicle and Construction mocks. It's got a couple bars on here for the claws, and it actually has a kind of hinge piece here that allows the wings to fold open. So that's the wings in the fully open position, and you can close them varying degrees all the way into that point. And both wings do that, so that's pretty cool. Definitely like those wings. They're actually, and also they are made of a rubbery, very rubbery piece of material. With the spines here are kind of a little stronger. I'm not sure what they're made out of exactly, but not material you often see in LEGO sets. You've got the burp pieces, 2 of these. But anyway, we'll take a look at bag 1. In addition to the tail pieces, we've got this 2x2x2 65-degree slope in warm gold. This is the only set this piece is available in. We've got, this isn't a very rare piece, but I like it. It's a 1x1 round tile in dark red. There's a good number of other gold pieces in this set, or this bag as well. And then some of the character pieces. A nice brick separator in case you don't already have 5 dozen of them. You get a fire piece for Smaug, and his claw pieces are in there too. Alright, bag 2. The standout in here for me, we get some nice sand green bricks, 1x2 and 1x1 and 1x3 slopes. You get a nice metallic helmet piece there. Get some of the ice cream cone pieces in black. That's cool. Nothing too much in that. That's the smaller pieces in this bag. If you look at the larger pieces, you get some nice base plates, some basic bricks. You get some 1x4 sand green bricks. That's cool. Some lerps. So decent little variety there. I definitely like all of the sand green that is in this set. Moving on to bag 3, you get a 2x2 brick and sand green. This is the only set you can get these in. You get also these 2x4 tiles in sand green, not exclusive to the set, but I like them. You get this axe head in transparent green, which is exclusive to the set, so it's cool. Not too much else of note in here. You do get some more gold pieces, lots of these gold crystals, so that's cool. Definitely not going to say no to those. Alright, bag 4, looking at some of the smaller pieces in here. You get some nice gold 2x2 tiles, more gold crystals, gold cheese slopes, 1x1 round plates. You get some of the 2x2 round tiles with a hole in the middle. But nothing else too much. You do get some silver 1x1 round plates as well to go with the gold. Alright, then in the bottom piece you get some interesting kind of Technic pieces. Some of these kind of water wheel pieces. More of the sand green 2x2s. You do get these nice 2x2 dome bricks in warm gold. It's pretty cool. Some nice Technic beams. Other than that, not too much that's exciting. Alright, bag 5. We've got some big plates in here. But of note, we also get these 2x4 bricks in sand green. This is only the second set that these are available in. Some more gold pieces in here. A lot of basic bricks and some arches and things like that, but nothing too exciting. And finally, in bag 6, we've got a lot more sand green. All pieces we've seen before though, the 2x4s and the 2x2s, 1x2s, a lot of big slope pieces as well. Oh, I think I did miss a piece in the last bag, yes. Also in bag 5, you get these 2x2 corner slope pieces in sand green, which are only available in this set. So that's nice to have. Yeah, nothing really jumps out at me too much in this last bag that we haven't seen in the others. Now, somewhere in one of these bags are 1x1 round tiles that are trans clear with a print on them for the Arkenstone. I actually wasn't able to find it readily, probably because it's a small transparent piece, but I'm sure we'll take a look at that once the set is done and take a closer look at that piece. Okay, enough of the pieces, let's get building. Alright, and here we've got the completed Lonely Mountain set. Definitely a good sized set. I don't feel that it's not worth the $130 just yet. I'll take a closer look before we make our final determination, though. To start things off, I mentioned when we were looking at the pieces that I could not find the Arkenstone, much like Thorin, so I did find it. It's got a 1x1 round tile in trans clear with a silver print on it. Put it on the back of a plate. Maybe you can see it a little better. But definitely a nice piece. You do get two of them since it's such a small one. The main one is actually in the set, which we'll take a look at momentarily. I guess we'll start by taking a look at the minifigs. So of course we've got Bilbo, because he has to be in pretty much every set here. He's got a nice warm looking cloak that I'm sure he got from Lake Town over his jacket. He's got the one ring, got the sword, got a serious looking expression on that side. And on the back, a very scared expression, most likely because Smaug has spotted him. Nice printing on the back of the torso as well, matching the coat. Next up, we have got Balin. So he's got this nice club and a key. I assume it's supposed to be Thorin's key that they used to get into the mountain. We'll take a look. We'll talk more about that when we get closer to the set. So he's got the nice beard piece we've seen before. I believe the head is the same as we've seen. The torso print is new. He's got nice silver arms, a nice torso print with some dwarvish armor, which continues on the back. So very nice, geared up, ready to take on the dragon. All right, and then we've got Dwalin. So he's got this nice axe, golden axe with trans green head. Alright, and then taking off his beard piece, which we've seen before, maybe. He's got a serious face on there. Again, some nice dwarvish armor, this time in dark green. Also the silver arms. On the back, he does not have a second face since he has a tattoo pattern, and the armor continues on the back. So, really like how he looks. With the tattoo and the hairpiece there as well. I think that comes out real sharp. And then we have got Keely. So he's got, again, armor, silver arms. If you're looking for silver arms for your minifigs, this is definitely a good set. Serious expression on the front and a yelling expression on the back. And again, with the printed armor. And then last but not least, we've got Feely. Comes with a couple of swords. He's got a kind of goofy smirk on this side. And again, his own set of armor. You can see the chain link detail, which is really nice there. And then on the back, he's got a yelling expression as well. And the armor pattern continues. Okay, so then the last, I guess, figure here is Smaug. Hopefully we can fit him in the camera. So we showed off the pieces that make up Smaug before. So because of like the click hinges, he's got some posability until I snap his head off. So his neck, you can see, can click hinge and go side to side as well. His head also can move. It can't move up very far, but it can move down. So you can look down upon the dwarves as he's trying to eat them. His tail doesn't really have any possibility other than spinning at each of the joints. So it does allow you to come up with a fair number of poses for the tail, but he can't easily like kind of swing it back and forth. Alright, and then on the legs they just have one point of articulation. It is the kind of click hinge, so they will stay in whatever position you give them. He's got some stud holes on the bottom so he can stand on base plates, although there's not much room for him to stand in this set. It does mean that like you can't really give him good legs for flight, unfortunately. Speaking of flight, for the wings, he's got 3 claws on each arm, and as we showed before, those wings fold out. So he becomes a very good-sized dragon here. Takes up, he's almost pretty much as big as the set itself. So it definitely explains quite a bit of the extra cost here. I do like the way they design these ball joints, that the wings can fold up and he can get fairly compact here, so that he doesn't take up too much space. Balancing him is a little tricky because of the tail and the head very long, and try to get him to pivot a lot. Alright, so we're going to take him out of the way for now though, and also the minifigs, so we can take a closer look at the set itself. So first we'll take a look at this small little guy here. It's supposed to be a pile of gold. I do think they accomplished that fairly well with still adding up some play features in. So this top plate here pops off and there are some gems inside. And then actually this whole part pops off and there's a sword and a chalice in there. So it kind of gives you the ability to sort through the pile of gold and find some treasures hidden within it without it actually being a pile of gold coins, which, if you think about it from a Lego perspective, would not be that much fun. Alright, so this is the first thing you build in the set along with Smaug. Next you start down here and you build your way up and then up and down over there. So over here we've got a little bit of a forge. There's a hammer, an anvil, some armor pieces, an axe, ladder here, some nice little detailing in there. Up here we've got, they show on the instructions not to shoot this at kids' eyes, so I guess it's supposed to be a catapult where you shoot gold at Smaug, so we'll see how that works. I got two of them out there. There's the others, okay. So, I mean, that wasn't too bad. I'm just not sure why you're going to be shooting chunks of solid gold inside a dwarven mine. I can only assume that that was not the original intent for this, as they repurposed mining equipment to attack the dragon. That's probably why there's flames along the bottom here. Next up, we've got some nice little details here, lots of gold. This is definitely part of the mountain that has still yet to be mined, that they're working on mining, or were working on mining before this dragon came. So next we have this cart that slides along these hinges here. So it's pretty cool, slides pretty well. Any reason it's not sliding well might just because I didn't push down the bricks well enough. And then of course this little contraption here spins and you can raise the bucket up and down. So it's pretty cool there. Let's see, got a nice little axe detail here. I do like the motif you'll see in quite a few places using these tooth pieces. It's a nice little detailing over here. So we looked at the stickers before we built the model, and now that they're in place, you can see they're actually supposed to go next to each other, and someone made a typo. So this does say Erebor, and then it says T-H-R-E-R, Threr. It should probably say Thror, so that E should be an O. Oops. So I think that actually this is supposed to be the entrance into the mountain or something, the secret door. So you kind of have to imagine that there's a wall around all of this and you can't see any of it. Although I don't remember the secret entrance having a big inscription and torches on it. But you can push this in, and that's a door here. And that will take you to the back, where there's not a whole lot going on. There's a kind of empty space up here. There's a shovel back here, but you do have, using one of the Chi pieces, this is the Arkenstone. So this is where it's actually hiding, so where Bilbo discovers it. And that does not give it to Thorin and causes a whole bunch of problems. Now, I suppose if you have smaller hands, it's easier to get in and out, but it is a little bit of a pain reaching in here. And other than the Arkenstone, there's really not much going on the back here. It's kind of boring. Wish they had added some other details into some of these other spots to liven things up a little. All right, moving back to the front. Not sure what's going on here. We've got this kind of ramp thing. I suppose technically if you push down here you can flip it up. I'm not sure if you're supposed to put a fig on here or something. Can't really easily do that because there's no, here we go. Put a fig on there and then it can catapult him up, or if it's just supposed to be a gold ramp for like Bilbo to slide down. You know, he did that. He and the dwarves did that quite a bit as they were facing off against Smaug. So maybe that's all it's supposed to be. Finally, we've got kind of the throne area. So we've got these nice steps going up to the top to this nice throne where you can put the Arkenstone up here. So of course I just put that back, but if I pop that over here, you can put the Arkenstone there. As you see in a lot of the flashbacks, you don't really see it too much in the movie there at all. Well, you don't see it at all in the Desolation of Smaug and in the Battle of the Five Armies, only at the very end. I like the details here. You know, the nice pillars look nice. Details up here. So this is a sticker. Looks, you know, it's got a nice dwarvish design. They do make it really easy to remove the throne for some reason. You can see there's a tile back there. So we can take a closer look at that. Some nice detailing. Kind of wish they'd put like a tile or something along the sides, beef it up a little. The one sticker is that goes on here is actually, you know, a 2x2 sticker with a hole in the middle, so it goes on this 2x2 jumper plate, and another sticker here for the back of the throne. One thing that's interesting is there's, you know, 4 studs here for a minifig to sit down on, except all of the dwarves come with short legs that you can't, you know, sit. So if they wanted to go on the throne, you know, they kind of have to stand on it, and that's just kind of silly, I think, but whatever. And interestingly enough, you know, there is the throne, but no Thorin in this set. He comes in the Battle of the Five Armies with his crown, so if you have that set, you can put him on there and complete it. And final action feature, you might have seen on the back here, there's this Technic axle with a ball joint on the end, and when you push that, the stairs fall, and you can see there's some gold crystals there. I'm not quite you know, super keen on that play feature, but I guess it works. As far as how these 2 sections are connected, they are hinged, so you can get them nice and flat if you want, or you can, you know, bend them in. Helps to take up a little less space if you want, I guess. But you know, not bad. Let's say, all in all, I definitely had a lot of fun building it. It didn't feel like it was really dragging on or taking a long while. I felt like it came together pretty quickly. So, you know, definitely was engaging, and I had a good deal of fun doing it. You know, lots of little interesting things. There's not a lot of repetition in the set as you build it, other than maybe these 2 pillars. But even then, those go together quite quickly, and you know, they are pretty interesting. They've got a lot of details and stuff going on, so they keep you interested. You know, definitely a lot of gold in this set, lots of sand green bricks. If you're looking for sand green bricks, this is definitely a good set to consider. 2x2, 2x4, 1x2, and 1x4 sand green aplenty, along with some slopes and some of these corner slopes. Definitely good variety there. As far as, you know, the cost, you know, this was $130 retail. Nice size set. I would say the set on its own, without Smaug, could definitely you know, be justifiable for a $90 to $100 set, the minimum. And so, you know, saying Smaug is about a $30 added bonus. You know, I'm not too uncomfortable with that cost. Obviously not. You know, I did pay for this, and you know, thought it was definitely worth taking a look at and reviewing. You know, I think Smaug is definitely the star of the set with his nice wings, and you know, he definitely looks great. You know, I could ask maybe for a more brick-built look like some of the Ninjago dragons have been in the past. That would have added even more cost to the set. Although I would have been fine if they had had, you know, this set on its own, and then like a smaller set with you know, it's just Smaug and like Bilbo when he first meets him, or it could have been really awesome. They could have made a trans-clear minifig to be invisible Bilbo. Just saying. That would have been a really awesome thing they could have done to give us a better Smaug. But I'm not going to complain too much about what we got. You know, definitely a nice set. I think it is worth the money. From an accuracy perspective, as I mentioned before, you know, this scene isn't even from the Battle of the Five Armies movie, it's from the Desolation of Smaug movie. And if you're a fan or have read the book, you know that that scene where the dwarves face off against Smaug didn't actually happen in the book at all. So, you know, trying not to judge it too harshly on that kind of accuracy, that's more a beef between me and Peter Jackson. But like I said, nice set. Worth the money if you're a fan of Tolkien and The Hobbit and want to get Smaug, since this is the only way you'll get him. You can of course buy him on the aftermarket, but I think this set as a whole is worth it for getting him and getting a great playset. Thanks everyone for checking out our video. As always, you can check out the full review on BZPower. Please also subscribe to our channel to check out the latest videos as soon as we post them. And finally, make sure you check out BZPower. We've got all sorts of LEGO and Bionicle news, set reviews, and more on our front page, plus a very active discussion board where people talk about, you know, different set lines and post a lot of their own creations, you know, mocks, also artwork and stories, and play games. There's a lot going on the forum, so definitely come on over and check them out, and hopefully you will have a good time and decide to stick around. So thanks again everyone for watching, and talk to you next time.